Right then, so we're now heading on to issue 25, and this time we're going to get ourselves some more terrain. Now, this terrain is the Azurite Fountain, and really all it is a single sprue with a fountain and a little open treasure chest. So, you know, right away compared to the terrain you got for what was that terrain? It was the terrain for the Realm of Beasts, wasn't it? It had lots of dead creatures and interesting crystalline formations. Whereas, you know, obviously this is just a single fountain. Don't get me wrong, it looks lovely. Lovely broken fountain. So looks like it's part of a ward place. Would probably be quite good as the starting point for a free city, you know, free city militias maybe, which are a new group that's just come out. The free city militias, they're a new army that's specifically just come out. So it might look good as a kind of centre point for maybe a town that's under siege. So I think that would be it would be nice as that, but again, I want to be fair about my criticisms of what we get in these kits, and it kind of feels like this should have been twice as much terrain. There should have been something else to basically play against all of the Realm of Beast terrain that we got the other time. And don't get me wrong, it looks very nice. It looks good and it looks war torn, which, you know, we are supposed to believe that it's very difficult to build any kind of civilization outside of the Azir, I think it's called. So is it the Realm of Light, Azir? And so basically that, yes, you know, damaged, fine. You know, it's a battle zone. You know, it's probably not the first battle they've had. They might not have had chance to rebuild between events. I'm looking forward, oddly enough. I may even get my AK water gel and maybe make it look like it's just been smashed and have it leaking out. So again, it's, you know, things like that are quite, you know, quite interesting to do. So I might attempt that. I might try and do a tutorial when I've painted it up about how to kind of have the fountain not running but still maybe only just being broken and only just having the water pour out of it. So that's our fountain. Now the issue itself, however, does have quite a bit to it. So one part of it is one of these nice pullouts on armies, and in this case it's the armies of chaos. So again, it's nice to see that they're padding out the different factions. There's no other way to put it though. I mean, it's a blatant way of teasing you, isn't it? Because you don't get armies of chaos in this. So it's like blatantly saying to you, "Ooh, look at all these other cool models that you want to buy." So no other way to put it. It covers, you know, some of the armies of chaos and their factions and things like that. So that's a nice little pullout. I like those pullouts, the three-way pullouts. And then we got the issue itself. Quite prominent is you've got this. Well, for now I'm going to call it a Minotaur because that's what it looks like. But probably we'll get a formal name for it as we go through. And oh right, it's the Realm of Heaven, isn't it? Yeah, the Realm of Heaven. And what we've got is obviously we've got a little discussion about it and explanation. Then you've got the Collegiate Arcane, where it looks like, you know, where you've got the wizard. So it's drilling into that. Now that's actually quite interesting in the fact that the front cover is chaos, and then as soon as you go inside it, it's all about the Realm of Heaven. I don't know. I feel like it's just a bit of a disconnect, that, isn't it? You know, it's like you're expecting hell and you go to heaven instead. So there we go. It's a bit strange, actually. It just feels like a bit of a disconnect. Like I was expecting to learn more about chaos because that's the other pullout. So, interesting editorial decision there. I'm not sure what they were thinking they were going for, but okay. You know, it doesn't make it a bad issue. It just makes it, you know, scratch your head and well, say what's that about. Then the battlefield is talking about battlefields and Ulgu. So again, it's like jumped again into a different realm. And then we've got along the lines of, you know, how to use the Azurite fountain, how to build it, and then of course how to paint it. Now have a look here. Yes, now in one of the things that they're really highlighting about this is the use of dry brushing techniques. Now dry brushing techniques are, I think, after building solid bases, they're probably one of those things that when I was younger, it's one of those techniques that you start practicing early on and trying to get right. My hair's all over the place, I need a haircut. So yeah, dry brushing is a technique that I feel is, you know, essential to learn. There is no other way to put it. You know, you want to make sure that you practice it and get it right, because it can pop a model. It can make such a difference. If something's particularly scaly, if you don't feel like you've got the skill for layering and glazing, then dry brushing is a great way to get going on them. So definitely those dry brushing techniques are essential to learn for anyone. The only thing I find about dry brushing is when I'm using a silicone brush, and it seems to be a very, very common problem with silicone brushes, it just wrecks them. You know, you can try and clean them afterwards, but I don't know, dry silicone brushes just never seem to last very long, whereas I've had some dry hair brushes that have lasted a very, very long time. So I would say that you will find that the brushes that you've got, there's a good chance they'll wear out quite quickly. Then we've got a bit of rules, and we're going into the movement phase, discussing that. We are looking at height, flying, terrain. So, you know, all of those things are covered. Tutorials about, looks like about sort of double time marching style movements. And, you know, then we're looking at a scenario, another full-blown pitched battle. Fight is in the fog. Again, it's always good to build up these battles, and yet I'm still not getting ahead and doing all the tutorials, which I really need to speed up on. Oh, I'm just gonna have to ban my son from the computer until we're done. Punish him by making him play games. Okay, so there we go. That is issue number 25. I like the models. I just wish there was a bit more terrain. The issue feels a bit confusing. Like, the cover feels like you're about to read something a lot about chaos. So although there is a pullout on chaos, it then goes straight into the realm of heaven. So that disconnects for me. It's quite strange. Anyway, other than that, though, it's not a bad issue. It's just that I'm probably me. I like things to be about what their covers are about. Anyway, okay, so that's my issue 25 review. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.